Well, welcome to Bealtaine Cottage and good evening. I think it's about 9:30. Let me have a little look at the clock. No, it's not. It's 9:15. Yes, it's rained. A little bit. Well, I say a little bit. I've managed to get over to the tunnel and bucket over as much water as the tunnel needed. So I basically emptied 1.5 rain barrels. The tunnel was very, very dry. But anyway, things are looking okay. There's a lot more rain promised, which is good. It's going to take about 3 or 4 days of steady rain to bring the well back up. I had a good look over in the tunnel at the grapes, and the grapes are all plumping up nicely, as they are here on the veranda. It's amazing, isn't it, to be able to grow grapes outdoors in Ireland and figs outdoors in Ireland. I mean, a massive crop of figs there on the fig tree. Oh gosh, I've been so busy over recent days, so busy. Look at the rain there on the fennel, isn't that beautiful? Oh, I still hear the bees out. The bees are still buzzing around, bless them. Trying to get as much work done as possible. They're all over that fuchsia. I'm just so happy to see the rain. It's just amazing. I mean, if my grandmother could hear me speak, you know, she'd say, "What has happened in Ireland that you're saying things like that?" So happy to see the rain. Big bee, look. They fly so fast. They're so busy. I did a little live stream this morning on Facebook, and I was just showing people how I've hoed out all the weeds here from this path. I haven't raked it level yet. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow, hopefully. It's not too difficult, actually, hoeing out weeds from gravel. It's certainly good exercise for the upper arms. And then I've been cutting back virtually all the Senecio along here. I've just hard pruned the whole lot because that grows very fast, and I thought, the rain's coming, this is a good time now to do some hard pruning because the roots are going to get all the water that they need. So you can see now the path actually goes around this way. I haven't hoed this path yet, and you can see all the grass and weeds and the gravel that I will be hoeing out over the next week or two. Everything's perking up well in the little potager beds there. As I'm walking around, I'm making a mental note of the work I have to do. Great big prune back on the clematis around the cottage. That's going to be happening soon. I never get bored with the work that I do here. I do get a bit frustrated at times thinking, oh, I should have done more. I don't think I ever go to bed at night thinking that I've done enough. I always think to myself, that's another job I need to do. But I've always been a worker. I've always been a very active person. There's a beautiful sort of a blue mist over the Kilronan mountain there. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? That's because of all the rain. It's like a little misty haze. Jack is thinking to himself, we're going for a walk. No, we're not, Jack. We've had 2 walks today. You can stop wagging your tail in anticipation and come back up here. I'm in my gym jams anyway. I'm in my gym jams. Look, and I've got my slippers on, so there's definitely no walking. He would have me walking him on the hour every hour, you know. He loves going out for walks. But I promised him a good old walk down by Lochmela tomorrow. We'll go down around the loch. We'll go in at Kilronan Castle and round that way. I'll just show you what I showed you on yesterday. Was it yesterday I uploaded the video, or the day before? About the climate change. Now, those of you who think it's you know, about climate change, I only mentioned it in passing. It was actually about what I do in order to protect the young trees. So a lot of it focused on the chop and drop. So you can see I've been clearing along here, and I've been doing a lot of cutting back and a lot of chopping and dropping, and creating mulch in around all the young trees. So it's well worth watching that video. I know that when I put up words like climate change, it puts people off, but hey ho, this is part of our reality now. So I don't really have anything negative to say about it because I'm too busy dealing with it. So anytime that I mention climate change, it really is just about ways and means of helping the situation, not moaning about it. Anyway, you should know me better. I don't moan and groan. I see that as a total waste of energy. So I've also, of course, been clearing this path, which you can see, and again, chop and drop. Because even though it's raining now, I mean for the next week or so we expect rain, even though that's happening, the rain that we're getting now is very heavy. So anything at all that will help to protect the soil. So chop and drop is perfect whether you live in a dry climate or a wet climate. It's really good. So here, Jack, come up the path there. So I went into Sligo today. I'm just noticing this little tree here, look. What was that? Is that stag's horn stomach or something? Do you know, I think that was a little tree that someone brought me as a gift. And I put it in there, and my word, it's actually, I just have to really noticing this, it's grown from there, can you see? It's grown that entire amount just in one season. I mean, this has been the most amazing year for growth. It's really been difficult trying to keep up with everything. That's good to see. I hung some coconuts up. I think it was just last week actually when I got those coconuts and strung them up. They were on special offer and I got them for 50 cents each. And I thought, well, this is perfect. And it's good to see that the birds have been eating them. Look. Really made quite an inroad into that one. I think I got 4 in total. So that gave me 8 half shells to hang up. Let me have a look in here to see. Oh yes, here we go. This is good to see, look. They've really had a good old munch. Look at that. Now, I did see some more. Where was it? I think it might have been Tesco's the other day. And again, there were 50 cents. So I must buy a good big bag of them. Because at 50 cents each, that's a really good food source for the birds. Just take you through here. Have a little peep down into the fairy wood. Typical me deciding to go for a walk in my slippers and pyjamas. There's Jack through there. Look. Beautiful, isn't it? That's like a verdant green. I love the tangled, like a tangled sort of web, isn't it, of ivy. It just hangs down everywhere. Big loops and threads. And this is another thorn tree. Now, it's not often that I bring you out this late. It's quite magical, isn't it? Now Jack's gone off on a little ramble. And there's some of the cotoneaster berries turning red on here as well. The blackbirds will make very short work of them. So I want to say thank you to all of you who have purchased books or maps recently. And just a reminder that there are always links below each video to where you can order to where you can buy one of my books or a map, and just to say a big thanks to all of you who do that and support Bealtaine Cottage, and thank you as well for everyone who supports through Patreon. And through donations. It's very silent, it's very quiet here this evening. Let's see, I've had some lovely strawberries here. I keep picking them. And you can see as well I've got a new bird feeder there, little bird house, little bird feeder. So blessings to you all on this beautifully damp evening here. And long may it rain. Well, 3 or 4 solid days would be pretty good. So blessings.